What's up, my people? How we doing? Yet another post-work video and rant real quick. I posted a short today, and in that short, I even titled it, and I specifically said, if you wanted life to be easy, you should have been a girl. And I kind of knew that this would inevitably happen, where people would comment and take things out of context or not necessarily understand what I was trying to say. But life is supposed to be easy for women. Trauma isn't good for women. When a woman has to overcome trauma, pain, suffering, struggle, it's not good for them. I understand that this society has lied to us and made us think that being a strong, independent woman is a good thing, and I don't need no man to take care of me. You want to believe that shit? Be my guest. You want to lead yourself to what we like to call hitting the wall, when you hit 35, 40 years old and you realize that you've forced yourself into a life of genuine struggle from not feeling fulfilled and having a family and children and living your purpose as a woman with what literally is hardwired in you. Like the self-reward mechanisms in women are hardwired to make them feel fulfilled when they nurture their man, they nurture their children, they nurture the home, and they bring peace to the home. That is what women are meant to do. Men and women are completely different. So let me give you an example. If I have a daughter, 2 years old, she is on her bike with training wheels, tips over, she starts crying, maybe scrapes her knee a little bit, I'm going to look like the Flash, sprinting to comfort her, nurture her, hug her, take care of her, right? Let's say I have a son, 2 years old, same thing happens. I'm going to want to sprint to him, to comfort him, to nurture him, because I love him, but I'm going to hold myself back, and I'm going to tell him to pick himself up. Because this life, for men, you need to learn how to pick yourself up and keep moving forward. You understand? So when I say life is supposed to be easy for women, and life is supposed to be hard for men, it's because we're not the same. Okay? I don't know how many of you are going to see this that's seen the short. Believe it or not, the short did pretty well. It got over 1,000 views in like less than 4 hours, believe it or not. But, it's just that simple. Men and women are different. When men overcome heartbreak, addiction, any sort of trauma, pain, struggle, suffering, challenges, obstacles, whatever it might be, it makes us better. It makes us better as men. We should welcome it. We should embrace it. We are the result of thousands. I don't necessarily believe in evolution, right? But we've evolved from thousands and thousands of years with ancestors like Vikings, like Romans, who pointed in a direction. They didn't even know what the fuck was. They didn't even know what was out there. They had no idea what was out there. You understand? They pointed in that direction, and they said, let's explore. Then they conquered people. They've literally endured and went through the most ridiculous, hellish possible circumstances this life can present us, from the weather to wildlife to food, hunting, war, battles. They've just overcome or overcame the most ridiculous things that you can only, think that are in movies. Men like me today, compared to my ancestors, we're the softest fucking human beings, and I can't help but swear sometimes. We're the softest men this world has probably ever seen. When World War II was happening, I don't even want to get started on that. I'm just making an example. World War II history and what's going on in this country, so on and so forth. If you know, you know. But men were lying. They were lying about their age to join World War II and fight. This is what we do. It's what we do. And listen, you might have presented yourself with struggles, suffering, obstacles, challenges, whatever it might be, self-induced, addiction, whatever it might be, simping. So a girl left you, a girl cheated on you, and you realize, holy shit, it's because I was a simp this whole time. Whatever it might be. You need to welcome it, embrace it, acknowledge it, and embrace it, and let it fuel you. It is the best possible fuel source for men is pain, struggle, trauma, loss, heartbreak. You name it. You name it. It fuels us and it makes us grow. So as a man, we welcome the challenges. It's overwhelming sometimes. And we think to ourselves, how the hell am I going to get... Dude, I'm 33 years old. There has been some of the most insane circumstances you could possibly imagine. I put myself in. And I would be just like I am right now, in my car, in front of my parents' house, thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to get out of this shit? What did I put myself in? How am I going to get away from this girl? Why am I with this girl? Countless circumstances that was simply a result of my foolishness, my weakness, my comfort, just being a simp, being a young idiot, immature idiot, right? It made me better. I don't regret any of it. I don't want to change any of it. Like some of the worst moments I've ever been in, I'm incredibly grateful for. If you want to be a man that your family respects, your friends respect, that other men look up to and see as an honorable man, you need to suffer. You need to struggle, bro. Nothing worth having has ever come easy. Being a man like that is not going to come easy. No one admires the man that lives a life of ease and comfort and sits on his ass and watches adult content and plays video games and doom scrolls and has Cheeto crumbs all over his stomach. No one admires that. No one creates that man in a video game and thinks to themselves, holy shit, this dude's a shit. Like, I'm going to quote Joe Rogan, be the hero of your own story, bro. As young men, we looked up to superheroes, Batman, the Punisher, Spider-Man, Hulk, Superman, whoever it might be. My favorites are the Punisher and Spawn. We look up to these guys as men because that's what we strive to be. That's what we strive to be. We are hardwired to become the best man we can possibly be. Our ancestors want us to become the best man our bloodline has ever seen. That is what manhood's about. That is why testosterone, Andrew Huberman, look it up. Testosterone makes effort feel good in men. Do you understand? It makes effort feel good. The dopamine it releases is due to effort. Doing hard tasks makes you feel good. That might be as little as cleaning your room, getting up off the couch, brushing your teeth, showering before bed, taking care of your personal hygiene, cleaning your house, cleaning your car, like whatever it might be. Little bits of effort it makes you feel good as a man. Genuinely. There's a part of your brain, I'm sure women probably have this too. And I'm not saying, it's crazy, I gotta clarify this, but I'm not saying if a woman goes to the gym and cold plunges and trains martial arts that because she's a woman with higher estrogen rather than higher testosterone that effort doesn't feel good for her. Of course it does. Of course it does. What I'm really getting at is that like genuine pain, struggle, and trauma, it fuels men and turns them into better men, but it hardens women and turns them into masculine, aggressive, dominant women. They're not meant to be. They're not programmed to be that way. It doesn't work. I don't care what this modern, delusional, hedonistic society has told you, that gender roles don't exist. You know, I don't know what you necessarily believe, those of you that see this, but men and women aren't the same. Sex is different to us. Struggle is different to us. Like, we handle things differently. We think differently. We're two completely different human beings. I had a woman comment on my last video, like, she said something, I'm in the trenches with you guys. What are you talking about? Life is supposed to be easy for a girl. Like, what do you mean? Like, my princess, my future daughter, I want life to be easy for her. I don't want her to struggle. My son, I want him to learn what it means to struggle and overcome and achieve and conquer and dominate. Like, we're two completely different people, man. The reason I made that short is because I know what it feels like to feel lost and hopeless and you know, as if like the position you're in, the things you're feeling is never going to end. But without dark, there is no light. Without light, there is no dark, right? Like, you need to embrace this shit as a man, and as long as you handle it properly, you're going to grow into someone that's better because of it. I'm going to keep saying this. I say it a lot, but like, becoming the man you needed when you were younger is right now like the meta perspective for me, because the 18-year-old version of me, I don't want to get too sappy and necessarily gay here, but the 18-year-old version of me would run up to who I am right now and hug me with a bear-like grip and bawl his eyes out like a little sissy bitch. That's just a fact of the matter. The 18-year-old version of me needed the man I am today more than anything I can ever imagine. Like, and that's not just me. That's not just me at 18. That's most men. That's more than most men. That's more than most men. Look at the statistics on suicide for men today. Look at the statistics of men that feel hopeless and lost and have genuine anxiety about the future because of where we are in our country with the economy, and we can't afford houses, and women aren't looking at men, and what is it, 80% of the women are sleeping with 20% of the men, so like average men aren't even getting looked at by these women. We're in crazy times. We're in crazy times. But the only thing you can do as a man, a part of why I'm doing this on this channel, is self-improvement for men for the most part. Granted, I'm going to get involved in other things. I'm going to start at some point, talking about politics and whatever it might be, martial arts, fitness, female nature. But right now I'm in a self-improvement for men kick right now. This is the flavor of the month right now. And the only choice we have is to move forward. But like, what you need to understand is the pain, the struggle, the loss, the trauma, whatever it might be, is good for you. It might not seem like it now. It might seem overwhelming. You might want to get rid of it, and you might want to use drugs or alcohol or something to cope. But I promise you, if you use that pain, that suffering, that trauma, the heartbreak, whatever it might be, if you learn how to turn it into fuel to kickstart your self-improvement journey, to become the best man you've ever seen, you can possibly be, you're going to look back one day and be like, holy shit, pain is truly the best fuel source for me as a man. A girl broke your heart? Okay, level the fuck up. Level up. Get jacked. Make more money. And you're going to attract a younger, hotter, better woman with less bodies, less trauma, that you can mold to be the baddest woman you've ever wanted in your life, to give you beautiful children and create a better life. And that one woman that broke your heart, more than likely, she's going to be single, old, lonely, with 40 cats. We win in the long run, bro. We win in the long run. You take care of yourself as a man, your personal hygiene, your overall self-improvement. We win in the long run. We age like wine. Women age like milk. And I'm not trying to make this necessarily be a competition between men and women here. I'm just trying to paint the picture and paint the narrative of the reality of the intersexual dynamics between men and women. We're different. We're born losers. We're born losers. We're born with no value. We need to earn the value. And the way you earn that is by doing hard things that separates you from the average man. Most men are fat, so you get jacked. Most men are broke, so you earn money. Most men are blue-pilled simps that don't know how to talk to a woman or approach a woman. So you become red-pilled and you learn female nature and you learn women better than they know themselves. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's why I'm here. I got little to no subscribers right now, little to no viewers. One day, I'm going to have a lot. I'm going to have a lot because it's inevitable that people understand that I'm not faking this shit. I'm in my car after work. This is on the fly. This is on the fly. You can't, I say it all the time, you can't fake it. It's coming from the heart. And when you have a genuine energy around you that I have, people are going to relate with it. And people are going to understand that this is not some, something I do for attention or that, fraudulent behavior. Can't even think of the right words to say right now. But it comes from the heart. It comes from the heart. And the reason it comes from the heart is because I've been through shit. I felt the pain. I feel the pain. I feel the demons. I feel the fear. I feel the insecurities, the worries, the anxiety. I feel it all. Every day. Every day I wake up. I feel it all. I feel it all. This shit right here, this fake dumbbell necklace I got right here, is simply a representation of what saved my life. Training weights and martial arts is everything to me. That 1 hour of training weights with my music, dripping sweat, hurting, feeling the burn in my muscles is the greatest high I've ever felt in my life. I don't talk at the gym. I don't necessarily say hi to people. I got dudes that hate on me. That hate on me for not talking at the gym, not taking my headphones off. These dudes wear headphones for show. They wear headphones for show. They don't even got music on. I go there to train because I understand what it's like to hurt and to struggle. And when you start your self-improvement journey as a man and you take it seriously, you go to bed at the same time, you wake up at the same time, you read books, you get rid of doom scrolling, you get rid of TikTok, you get rid of snippy chat, stop watching adult content, stop drinking alcohol, stop doing drugs. Like, you understand that it's exactly what you need to be doing because of how you'll feel. Woo! Holy fuck, I love this shit. Sorry about that if you got AirPods in. I love this shit. I love this shit. Because not too many men can do this, bro. I grew up in Chicago. I'm a greaseball. If you can't tell by my accent, I'm Italian, Irish, American. A proud one at that. You understand? A proud one. I'm saying a lot. I'm purposely not saying a lot right now. But a proud one. Read between the lines. The dudes I grew up with, they can't spit this shit. Not on the fly. No. They can read a script for an hour and a half before starting a 17-minute video. They ain't doing it like this. I might stumble over my words here and there and have a brain fart here and there. It's freaking 10:30 at night. I had terrible sleep last night. But, you can't fake this shit, bro. You can't fake this shit. So, I'm going to end on this. Please give me a like if you're the shit and you understand where I'm coming from. I'd love if you subscribe to my channel. I genuinely love yous, bro. I love yous. I got like 76 subscribers right now. It's honestly, it's surreal. 76 people have subscribed to me. Actually, I'm going to say this real quick. I was thinking about this earlier. I wrote this in my notes. I'm extremely confident in what I say and the topics that I talk about. I know my shit, right? But at the same time, it's surreal that 76 people have subscribed to me to see my shit, hopefully, It's weird because it's not like an insecurity, But it's hard to believe at the same time 76 people have subscribed to hopefully see my videos. And I love and appreciate you more than you understand, more than you'll ever understand. So, tomorrow's a big day. We're training jiu-jitsu. We're training weights. We're getting after it. We're waking up. And we're going to dominate the day. Because it's what we do, bro. It's what high testosterone, badass men do. We dominate, dude. We dominate. We conquer. It's what our ancestors did. It's instilled in our blood to dominate and conquer every day. Remember what I said. Testosterone makes effort feel good. You get your testosterone levels up, you'll understand what I'm saying, my friends. I love yous. All right? Get some sleep.